Om Shanti. Today's Sakar Murli 1/1/2021. Sweet children, you have to go to the pure world. Therefore, conquer lust, the great enemy. Become conquerors of lust and thereby conquerors of the world. Question: what visit can you give everyone through your activity? Answer: each one of you can give a vision as to whether you are a swan or a stork through your activity. Swans never cause anyone's sorrow. Storks cause sorrow because they are vicious. You children are now becoming swans from storks. The duty of you children who are becoming those with divine intellect is to make everyone else into one with a divine intellect. Om Shanti. When you say Om Shanti, you remember your original religion. You also remember your home, but you must not just sit at home. You are the children of the Father, and so you definitely have to remember your heaven. So, by saying Om Shanti, all of these knowledge enters your intellect. I, a soul, am an embodiment of peace. I am a child of the Father, the ocean of peace. The Father, who established heaven, is making us into embodiments of purity and peace. The main aspect is purity. It is the world that becomes pure and impure. Not a single vicious person exists in the pure world. The five vices exist in the impure world, and that is why this world is called vicious world. That is the viceless world. While coming down the ladder from the viceless world, you came into the vicious world. That is the pure world, and this is the impure world. That is the day happiness. This is the night of wandering. In fact, no one wanders at night, but devotion is said to be like wanderings. You children have now come here to attain salvation. You souls were full of all those sins. You have the five vices. Of those, the main vice is lust. It is through this that human beings become sinful souls. Everyone knows that he or she is an impure or sinful soul. Because of the one vice of lust, all qualifications are ruined. This is why the Father says, conquer lust and you will become conquerors of the world, which means the master of the new world. Therefore, you should have that much happiness in you. When human beings become impure, they don't understand anything. The Father says, you should not have any of the vices. The main vice is lust, and it is because of this vice that there is so much upheaval. There is so much pacelessness in every home. There are crises of distress everywhere. Why are there cries of distress in the world? Because they are sinful souls. It is because of the vices that they are called devils. Understand that nothing in this world is useful. The haystack has to be set on fire. Whatever you can see with your physical eyes is going to be set ablaze. Souls cannot be set on fire. It is as though souls are always insured, they're always alive. Does anyone ever insure a soul? Bodies can be inassured. Souls are imperishable. It has been explained to you, children, that is, this is play. Souls reside up away and are completely separate from the five elements. All the things of the world are created from the five elements. Souls are never created, they always exist. It is just that they become charitable souls and sinful souls. These names are given to souls, charitable souls or sinful souls. Souls become so dirty because of the five vices. The Father has now come to liberate you from all sins. It is the vice that ruins the whole character. People don't even understand what a good character is. This is the highest on high spiritual government. Instead of you being called the Pandav government, you can be called the godly government. You understand that you are the godly government. What is the godly government do? It makes soul pure and changes them into deities. Where else you deities come from? No one knows this. Deities are also human beings, but how did they become deities and who made them that? Deities only exist in heavens. Resident of heaven definitely become resident of hell, and then they become resident of heavens one again. You did not know this, and so how could anyone else know it? You now understand that the drama is predestined and that all of these souls are actors. Keep all of these aspects in your intellects. You should have the study in your intellects, and you also definitely have to become pure. It is very bad to become impure. It is souls that become impure. They continue to become impure with one another. It is your business to make the impure pure. Become pure and you will go to the pure world. You souls understand this. If there is no soul, the body cannot remain and cannot respond. You soul understand that originally you resided in the pure world. The Father has now explained how you become completely senseless, and this is why you become worthy of impure world. Now, until you become pure, you cannot become worthy of heaven. Comparison with heaven is made at the confluence age. There is no comparison made there. It is only at this confluence age that you receive all the knowledge. You receive the weapons with which to you become pure. Only the one is called the purifier, Baba. You tell him, make us pure like them. They are the masters of heaven. You know that you were the masters of heaven, and then, while taking 84 births, you become impure. This one has been named Shyam Sundar. They make dark blue images of Krishna, but they don't understand the meaning of that. You receive such a clear understanding of Krishna. They have shown two worlds, but in fact, there are not two worlds, there is just the one world. It becomes new and then old. At first, a baby is new, and then as he grew up, he becomes old. You beat your heads so much to explain to them. You are establishing your own kingdom. Lakshmi and Narayan also understood this. Did they not? They become so sweet by understanding this. Who explained to them? God. There is no question of war. God is so sensible and knowledgeful. He is so pure. All human beings go and bow down in front of an image of Shiva, but they don't know who he is or what he does. They simply continue to say Shiv Kashi Vishwanath Ganga. Temple of Shiva at Kashi, where the Ganga emerges from the Lord of the world. They don't understand the meaning of all that. When you explain to them, they say, "What can you explain to us? We have studied all the Veda and scriptures." However, no one knows what the kingdom of Rama is. The golden age, the new world, is called the kingdom of Rama. Those of you who imbibe this are also number wise. Some of you even forget this because your intellect are completely like stone. So it is the duty of those with divine intellect to make others the same. Those with stone intellects will continue with the same activity. This is because there are swans and storks. Swans never cause anyone sorrow. Storks cause sorrow. Some behave completely like storks and they have all the vices. Many very vices once come here too. They are called devils. They cannot be recognized. Many vicious ones go to the various centers. They make excuse saying that they are Brahmins, but that is a lie. This is called the world of lies. The new world is the world of truth. It is now the confluence age. There is so much difference. Those who tell lie and do everything false become third grade. There are first grade and second grade too. The father says you have to give the complete proof of purity. Some say that it is impossible to live together and remain pure. Therefore, you children have to explain to them because some don't have any power of yoga. They are not fully able to explain something as easy as this. No one explained to them that it is God who is teaching us here. He says, by becoming pure, you will become the masters of heaven for 21 births. That is the pure world. There cannot be anyone impure in the pure world. The five vices don't exist there. That is the viceless world, and this is the vicious world. We are receiving the virginity of the golden age. Therefore, why should we not become pure for one birth? We are winning such a huge lottery. This is why there is so much happiness. Deities are pure. Only the Father make you pure from impure. Therefore, you should tell them that you are given this temptation. Only the Father makes you become like them. No one but the Father can make the world new. Only God comes to change humans into deities. This night of His is remembered. It is said knowledge, devotion, and disinterest. Knowledge and devotions are each for half the time. After devotion, there is disinterest. You now have to return home. Therefore, you have to shed your customs, your bodies. You must no longer live in this dirty world. The cycle of 84 births have now come to an end. We now have to return to the pure world via the adobe of peace. First of all, you must not forget the aspect of Alpha. You children also understand that the old world is to be destroyed. The Father is establishing the new world. The Father has come many times to establish heaven. Hell is to be destroyed. Hell is so big and heaven is so small. In the new world, there is just one religion, whereas there are innumerable religions here. Who established the one religion? It was not Brahma. Who did that? Brahma became impure and then pure. You would not say of me, the impure one who become pure. When they are pure, they are called Lakshmi and Narayan. There is the day of Brahma and the night of Brahma. This one is Prajapita. Shiv Baba is called the eternal creator. The word eternal refers to the Father. The Father is the eternal, and therefore souls too are eternal. The play is also eternal. The drama is predestined. The self, the soul, receives the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole duration of world cycle. Who gives this? The Father. You belong to the Lord and Master for 24 births, and you then become orphan in the kingdom of Ravan. It is then that everyone's character is spoiled because the wise enter. However, it is not that there are two worlds. People believe that hell and heaven exist at the same time. Everything is now being explained to you children so clearly. You are now incognito. Look at what has been written in the scriptures. They have completely tangled everything up. No one but the Father can untangle everything that is tangled. People call out to him, I am of no use, so come and purify me and reform my character. Your character are being reformed so much. However, when it comes to other, instead of being reformed, they are becoming even more spoiled. Everything can be known from one's behavior. Today, someone may be called a Marathi or a swan, whereas tomorrow he becomes like a stork. It doesn't take long. Maya is incognito. Anger is not visible either. When someone starts barking, it emerges and then it is then visible. Then those who were amazed by listening to the knowledge and relating it to the others run away. They fall so far, they become completely like stone. There is the story of the court of Indra. Such one can be recognized. They should not come into this gathering. Anyone who has received even little knowledge will go to heaven because knowledge is never destroyed. The Father says you now have to make effort and claim a high status. If you indulge in vice, your status will become degraded. You first become part of the Sun dynasty, then the Moon dynasty, and then the Merchant dynasty, and then the Shudra dynasty. You now understand how the cycle turns. They say that there are still 40,000 years of the Iron Age to go. You have to come down the ladder. If it were another 40,000 years, there would be so many human beings. In just 5,000 years, there are so many human beings that there is not enough to eat. Therefore, if there were that many thousand of years more, the population would expand so much. So the Father comes and give you patience. Impure human beings continue to fight one another. Their intellects cannot turn towards the side. Look how much your intellect have changed. In spite of that, Maya definitely deceives you. You have to become completely ignorant of the knowledge of all desires. If there are any desire, everything is lost. You become completely worth not a penny. Maya continued to deceive even very good Maharathis in one way or another. They cannot then climb into the heart, just as some cannot climb into their parents' hearts. Some children are such that they even kill their Lokik parents. They even kill their family. They are very sinful souls. Look at what Ravan does. This world is very dirty. You must not attach your heart to it. A lot of courage is needed to become pure. Purity is the main thing needed to claim the prize of sovereignty of the world, and that is why you tell the Father to come and purify you. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children's. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, in order to save from being deceived by Maya, become completely ignorant of the knowledge of all desires. Don't attach your heart to this dirty world. Second, give the complete proof of purity. The highest character is that of purity. In order to reform yourself, you definitely have to become pure. Blessing. May you be introverted and experience the divine activities of the subtle powers with your concentrated form. The basis of concentration is introverted. Those who are introverted experience the power of divine activities within themselves. To invoke souls to have heart to heart conversation with souls, to transform the sanskar and nature of soul, to have a connection with the Father. In order to do such spiritual service in the world of soul, increase your power of concentration. By doing this, all type of obstacle will automatically finish. Slogan: to imbibe all attainment in the self and be relieved on the world stage is the basis of revelation. Om Shanti.